Hey, what's up all you action figure lovers out there? Master Marvel's back at it once again, bringing you another action figure review. Tonight we're going to take a look at the Marvel Legends Venompool wave. And basically this is just a... I don't know, we're coming back to it. I did review these characters, but I did them live on Facebook. But I wanted to kind of do a recap on them right here on YouTube because, I mean, after all, this is my channel, and this is what I do. But as, you know, a lot of you know, I've made announcements of it, that I was having issues with my data, videos dropping on me, or whatever. So, I'm just taking a stab at this right here. And this is just kind of, I'm doing things a little different now, you know, instead of doing the unboxing and all that stuff, drawing out the time. We're just going to get right into things. So, yeah, this set, the way I feel about it, like I had mixed emotions. Like there was some excitement and then there was some not so much excitement. But it's changed to generally just excited because I think what I was least excited about, okay, was the Venomized Miles Morales and the Ghost Spider, of course. But that grew on me. It makes sense, and I need the Venomized Captain America. I don't have that yet, but I don't know. It's kind of like the Game Reverse stuff. At first, I wasn't really feeling it, but now that it's growing, it's looking good on the shelf. I'm into it, and I feel like these are going to do the same thing if they keep on going that direction. So that's cool. I mean, you know, so I like them more now. And they don't, and that's the thing. Like it could be their own shelf. That doesn't have to be your definitive figures in the way, and they're meant for that too. They're meant to be variants, you know, and just keep them, you know, separate them from the OG stuff. Oh shit! Excuse me. But yeah, in my video, I talked about, you know, their predecessors or whatever. So I'll probably just kind of go through that here real quick. Let's see. We'll start with the one who really doesn't have an alternate version, and that is Fange here, which is actually one of my favorites from the line. I think he looks pretty dope. I love that alternate hand right there. He's really awesome, and I like that, you know, it's not a Venomized figure per se. It's its own unique character that belongs to like the symbiote family. And to go along with that, I have Scream here, and I think that these two just like really pair up nicely with that whole yellow and black look going on. So yeah, just really awesome. Can't wait to actually fill out the whole symbiote, because I have a shelf of these right now. I mean, she came off my shelf of, you know, there's at least, there's close to 20 figures up there, you know, different Venomized, you know, there's Lasher and, you know, Anti-Venom, what is it, the Doppelganger, there's just a bunch of different, you know, so I just like how it's like they're filling out teams here. So I like that about this wave. Okay, so moving on, we'll talk about the Ghost Spider here. You know, she's pretty awesome. I like that new jacket. I just love the way the hood looks. This is actually, I was surprised at how this one was probably the hardest one to come by, I think. And I think still is. Everybody seems to love this figure, and at first I didn't know why, but I got it in hand, and I think it's amazing. It's really awesome. That hood looks pretty badass. So to compare her to our regular Gwen, and I don't know how much different, I can't remember because I never did get the Miles Morales and Gwen 2-pack that they had, so this was a single release here. I don't know if the other one's costume was a little closer to this or not, because I know it was a little different than this original one here, but this is kind of the best I could do for comparisons here, which isn't bad. I mean, it's still Gwen, so I think that looks amazing. Okay, now since we're done talking about her, we might as well talk about little Miles here. And like I say, little Miles, because this is still the young version. Miles has grown up a little bit, and I'm sure that eventually we'll probably get a more teen or close to adult version of him. And I think they already did give us one a while back. Because I mean, I know it's not this one because this is technically, I think this is the superior spy or something like that. I think this has something to do with the Doc Ock merge thing, similar to that one. I don't know, the one we got where he's kind of like all hydroed out and shit. But no, there was I'm pretty sure there was another one that was released, and I just don't have it. That was close to, or that was another version of Miles Morales. Damn it! Now I can't get this dude to stand back up. And that's just been my Spider-Man shelves are all fucked up right now because of how many comparisons and shit I've had to pull off, and so it's whatever really. But to go along with this Miles, I have the original version of Miles, and again, comparing these two together, this was the single carded version, I believe, that came with the Space Venom wave, and the costumes are different, which maybe the 2-pack version was a little more similar to this design. I don't know, because I think this is based off of the cartoon, I guess. So, whereas this was just like the comic book version of Miles. So yeah, I don't know, but either way, really cool. I love that transition from Miles to symbiote Miles or venomized Miles. And that's the cool thing too about these is you don't have to put them in their own category. You can put them with your, symbiote family, because they could just be, corrupted versions of themselves. Alright, so we'll take a look at Morpheus. So Morpheus, the living vampire. Very goth. I think they did a good job here. I always like, different new styles, updated styles and stuff. I love my classics, but I also love it when, they give us another version. And usually the way they've been doing it, because they don't think things will sell, is they'll give us a version like this first, then the classic version. So in this case, they didn't do that. But this guy is creepy. He looks amazing. Very Edward Scissorhand looking, though, in my opinion. But that's not saying anything bad, really. And really, that does give off a really, especially if you take the cape off, that gives off a very, very Edward Scissorhand vibe. So, anyways, I don't mind, though. I think that's kind of cool. So, here I have the classic version of Morpheus that actually wasn't released all that long ago, maybe 2 years ago. But, of course, it's still sporting the good old, trusty, reliable Bucky cap mold. And here, Miles, I'm going to fuck you up, dude. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. Old school Morpheus, Miles, and new one, looking pretty good together, and looking good separate as well. Miles, I'm telling you what, dude, you better get out of my way. Alright, so next we'll talk about Carnage. And I had a couple of these to resell, and I changed my mind. I'm going to keep them because I realized I haven't quite watched Jay Hernandez's video yet, but I seen the thumbnail for it, and he has like an army of these things going, and I get it because I'd never read the comic, but I do get it. I am familiar with what was going on in the comic, and I guess this is like the God Carnage and stuff, and there's multiple versions, like multiples of these, because he can army. Like I said, I don't know the story, but I'm familiar with it a little bit. So I'm probably going to keep the other ones that I have just to,